早く避難しろ。オスタニア軍がやって
キルバーグの王子のところへ行くわよ。さんが帰ってきたらちゃんと本当のことを言うんだ。
後ろだ。みんな早くシェルターへ。奥に行けって。バカ、戻ってこい。まだ危ないだろ。やだ、
王さん。
銃を取るには十分な
何が食い物を分けてちょう。の尻拭いは俺らコッパ市民がやんなきゃなん。
そんなのはお前らに都合のいいプロパガンダだろ。悪はお前らだ。
命拾いしたな。
みんな
地でほんとよかったよ。俺らの隊今夜から町を出るんよ。
じゃあな。
来たのは3人のドッグタグだけだ。
この世はどでかい玉ねぎ情報部だ。貴様をスカウトは今日からその名も地位も捨て国家のための影とならねば。
The man's name was Jonas Willman, a renowned opera singer from the East, best known for his role in The Count of Melting Snow. His fame and influence reached both East and West, and so he was naturally invited to the West to attend a cultural exchange event between the two nations. People hoped that his performance would help ease tensions and improve relations between both sides. However, just before the event was set to begin, a series of shocking scandals about him began circulating among the public. Rumors claimed he had affairs with several married women, leaked classified information to a lover from the West, colluded with the mafia to threaten rival performers, and even made offensive remarks and discriminated against disabled war veterans. Jonas denied all allegations, calling them baseless, yet he had no power to stop the spreading rumors. Disgusting bastard. The Count of Melting Snow, huh? I don't want this kind of trash setting foot in our country. Inside a secret base of the Western Intelligence Division, a rookie agent cursed Jonas while flipping through a gossip magazine. Just as he was getting too worked up, his supervisor slammed the wall beside him, startling him into silence. Get ahead of this before it spreads in the West. We can't let such scandals create diplomatic trouble. Understood? Terrified, the rookie hurried back to his desk and started working earnestly. The supervisor, watching his flustered behavior, decided to ask how long he'd been in the job and why he was so emotional. It turned out the rookie had only been working for 2 years and still lacked the mindset expected of an intelligence officer. He had believed the gossip magazine without question, failing to verify its authenticity, leading him to develop a personal hatred toward Jonas, convinced the singer was sabotaging peace efforts between the two nations. Jonas is the enemy of the entire East now, the rookie muttered angrily. Letting him attend our event is a disgrace. Looking at the young agent's naive expression, the supervisor switched into lecture mode. So tell me, how did you conclude he's the enemy of the entire East? Have you personally counted every citizen? Do you even know how many people that is? He pointed at the magazine. And this tabloid you're clutching, did you ever check who runs it? The publisher serves far-right groups. During the war, they were puppets of the National Unity Party. You knew that, right? The rookie was left speechless, but still tried to defend himself, saying he could just feel Jonas wasn't innocent. The supervisor gave him a sharp look and said sternly, "Intuition isn't evidence. Never let emotion replace analysis in this line of work." He paused, then added, "We may not know if those scandals are fabricated, but believing without proof makes us no better than the ones spreading them. I won't believe anything until the investigation is complete," the supervisor said firmly. After all, the current harmony between East and West may not be in everyone's best interest. The supervisor continued his stern lecture, though his eyes never left the television, which was still broadcasting news about Jonas. Just then, a subordinate entered the room carrying something. It was a death threat. The message read, "Jonas Willman, destroyer of East-West relations, must die." The supervisor's expression hardened instantly. "Launch an immediate investigation. Confirm the source." The rookie, however, muttered skeptically, "It's probably just some prank." That remark earned him another round of the supervisor's infamous training session. "What if that so-called prank causes a war?" the supervisor shot back. "Would you dare to excuse yourself later by saying, 'I didn't think it would turn out this serious'?" After a sharp glare, he turned to leave. "I'll head to the embassy and review the event's arrangements. You all handle the rest." Without another word, he departed, leaving the rookie in the care of a seasoned senior agent, the same gruff old officer who often guided the new recruits. The next day, the rookie came rushing into the office, shouting excitedly, "Sir, I got the latest issue before release. It says Jonas has been cleared. The scandal's been overturned." He proudly waved the magazine. "See? I knew he wasn't that kind of man. From the start, I had a feeling that tabloid was shady. Those people criticized him without even knowing the truth. Pathetic, really." As the rookie bragged, pretending he had been on Jonas's side all along, the supervisor's face twitched in irritation. Without a word, he punched the rookie square in the face. The senior agent nearby chuckled lazily. "So, I guess we can stop worrying about that death threat now, huh?" But the supervisor shook his head. "No, extremists only believe what they want to believe. They reject everything else." He spoke quietly, still staring at the television, where the news about Jonas continued to air. Then suddenly, something caught his eye. In the footage, one of the guards in the background wasn't carrying his baton. That was a direct violation of protocol. No guard should ever appear on duty without a baton. Even his position on site seemed suspicious. Sensing something was off, the supervisor immediately contacted a nearby field agent, codenamed Turkish Kebab, and then rushed to the scene himself, bringing along the senior and rookie agents. Meanwhile, Turkish Kebab locked onto the suspicious guard and began preparing to intercept. At the same time, the rookie was still running his mouth with clueless remarks, earning more than a few eye rolls from the senior agent. The senior then suggested calling back Twilight to ensure the mission went smoothly, but the supervisor shook his head. "That kid passed out at home a while ago. Let him rest for now," he said, declining the proposal. While the Western intelligence team began mobilizing, Jonas and his troop were growing increasingly anxious. The police, citing safety and diplomatic reasons, had forbidden them from leaving their office. But the free-spirited artists were desperate to attend that evening's party. So, against orders, they decided to sneak out through the back door. Unbeknownst to them, a hitman disguised as a security guard was already waiting outside, attaching a silencer to his pistol. And what he didn't know was that Agent Turkish Kebab was watching him the whole time. Over the communicator, Turkish Kebab quipped, "Here's your mint chocolate Turkish Kebab delivery." Realizing the assassin was about to make his move, Turkish Kebab acted fast. He rushed forward and intercepted Jonas at the back door, pretending to deliver takeout, successfully blocking the assassin's line of fire. At that very moment, the supervisor arrived on site. Without hesitation, he drew his belt and lashed out with lightning speed, striking the gun right out of the killer's hand. Panicking, the assassin pulled out a knife, but before he could react, the supervisor's belt buckle whipped upward, smashing straight into his jaw. The assassin collapsed instantly. "Get him out of here," the supervisor ordered briskly, motioning to the senior and rookie agents. Turkish Kebab, maintaining his cover, excused himself by saying he'd delivered to the wrong customer and quietly slipped away. And just like that, an incident that could have jeopardized East-West relations was neutralized without the public ever knowing. Jonas, blissfully unaware that he had narrowly escaped death, boarded his transport to the West the next day with a cheerful smile, looking more relaxed than ever. The supervisor, however, had strained his shoulder during the fight, a reminder that age was catching up to him. Later, the Western Intelligence Division completed its background check on the assassin. He was a former soldier from the East, dishonorably discharged after the war, who had changed jobs frequently and been arrested several times for violent behavior. His motive for attempting to kill Jonas was... The motive for the assassination was simple: to punish him on behalf of the people. The supervisor called the attacker a revenant of the war in the East, saying he'd slipped into extremism because he still believed he was fighting for peace. He told the family to take it as a warning and to keep reminding themselves. The rookie bowed his head. "This taught me a lesson. I was so ignorant. I almost blamed a good man. I swear I won't be fooled by appearances again. When he returns home, I'll go to his performance and apologize." Lost in his self-righteousness, the rookie kept talking until the senior agent broke the mood. "That fellow might end up exiled in the West and never return," the senior warned. "One of his supposed affairs has been confirmed. The woman was the mafia boss's wife. If he goes back to the East, he probably won't survive. Life's like a play, full of surprises," the senior added, lounging on the sofa like an uncle swapping gossip. The supervisor, visibly angry, snapped that he was done cleaning up other people's messes. Only the rookie looked stunned. "How many things are there that I don't know?" he asked. "Don't look for shortcuts to answers," the supervisor replied. "Your job is to keep thinking. Work your brain. Intelligence work isn't easy. Even the legendary spy, Twilight, once had the administrator grab him by the collar and gently remind him to let go of his fixed ideas. He was told not to take everything at face value, because in this line of work, nothing is ever simply black or white. Twilight could afford not to think too much. At least he was handsome enough to get away with it. But for a rookie intelligence officer, if they don't use their head, then they're truly of no use at all.